This scenario is an example of employment discrimination and linguistic racism, which occur when individuals face biases and discriminatory treatment due to their perceived language abilities, accents, or associations with specific linguistic or cultural groups. Let's break down the layers of racism and legal issues here. Linguistic racism. Linguistic racism involves bias or discrimination based on language proficiency or accent, often reflecting deeper prejudices linked to race, nationality, or ethnicity. When an interviewer asks if you speak English at the start of an interview, they are not only implying that you may lack proficiency in the language, but they are also likely making judgments based on superficial cues like your name, appearance, or accent. This judgment reduces complex identities to stereotypes, indicating a preference for certain linguistic and racial backgrounds over others. In many cases, linguistic racism is grounded in Eurocentric ideals, favoring standard, often white or middle-class dialects and accents. Here, the implication is that the interviewer assumed a certain level of linguistic ability based on racial or ethnic biases, which can harm candidates by making them feel unwelcome or inferior based solely on language or accent 18 source. Harm 2. Employment discrimination. In the U.S., asking an applicant if they speak English during an interview without relevant cause can violate the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission (EEOC) guidelines, which prohibit discrimination based on race, national origin, or ethnicity. The only lawful context for inquiring about language skills would be if the position absolutely required a specific language proficiency as a primary job function, e.g., bilingual roles. When language requirements are applied broadly and without necessity, they often serve as a cover for discriminatory practices, especially in workplaces that undervalue linguistic and cultural diversity. 19 source. Systemic impact and harm. This type of questioning has systemic effects that perpetuate barriers to employment for individuals from marginalized linguistic backgrounds. When certain groups are routinely questioned about their language abilities, it reinforces a discriminatory environment, marginalizing them and upholding racial hierarchies within the workforce. Furthermore, this experience can be retraumatizing for those who have historically faced exclusion based on language, accent, or national origin.